Hey yo, what's going on everyone? My name is Moku. We are back with Face Attorney. It's been exactly a week since I last played. I know, I'm a busy man, what can I say? But I'm actually excited for this trial because this is the first trial that we're going to defend Miles Edgeworth. And I wonder who the prosecutor is going to be. So let's just head on to the game. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. Manfred von Karma. Manfred von Karma. Well, every time that I see a new name, I'm just gonna see if there's a pun into it. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But that sounds like you. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So, was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god amongst prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya? We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Manfred von Karma. Hasn't lose in 40 years, but he has never met Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh gosh. Those pixels. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge count. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. Decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course, that should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. The man, the god, the legend, himself. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident. Now. No name, no, what's your name for the court? Yes, sir! Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10, she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now. Well, wait, Mr. von Karma. Yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're correct. Why? No, he's not. Okay. It's this. He's right to the point. I like it though. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. Wow, he's straight to the point. I like it though. Like, we're not just jabbering and jabbering. We actually right onto the work. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. You receive a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Oh my god, the objection. That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Ugh. Yeah, I forgot there was 2 witnesses. Their testimony were quite similar, however. Today, I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping? A lot of heart. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. I want to press that. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Oh, that could be important. Well, I said it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. So much to look forward to these days. Poor Gumshoe, he doesn't deserve this. This is no time for dejective daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. I don't know why. Every time I click, it doesn't want to go. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was he doing? What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep trust and relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your moosing. Deep, trusting, poppycock, sorry, same thing. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue, now. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? Oh, a single bullet was recovered from the body. It was shot through the heart, fatally. George, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. Found the victim's body fired from a .22 caliber pistol. I feel like the .22 caliber pistol is going to be important here. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please provide your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it? What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints. Oh, sorry. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order, order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on a murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. The murder weapon, .22 caliber pistol, fired 3 times, bear prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Fired 3 times is gonna be a major play. If there was only 1 bullet, why was it shot 3 times? Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic marking on the bullet matched the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Huh? Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrels leave distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. This is going really bad. Order. That's what I said. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now. But wait, Just bang your filmsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? What the hell is going on? Okay, so obviously he is showing authority, and that's not good at all. Because now that just makes it that we can't say a single word. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes. It was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Were you right there? Wait a sec. Something just clicked in my head, but I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, that's what I figured. He was in the boat. I think he was ready to kill him, but someone else got to him first. So basically, he's innocent because he didn't actually kill him, even though he had. I don't know. This one's kind of tricky, but I think. Or no, it was obviously because of the photo. That person that was in the boat had the pistol. So I'm going with my first way. He had the pistol, he was ready to shoot, but someone else got to him first from very far away, like a sniper or something. But no, because it would have to be the same caliber, so it had to be a pistol. Anyways, we'll continue. I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. The man who had the pistol is the one who died. The victim was the one who had with the pistol. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I could come up with. Huh? How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry. It's no good. I know. I'm not good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, I need you here. Yeah, you're useless. That would have been funny, but no. No. I have a feeling that Mia's gonna be a clutch. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help. It's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa. Why? Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Yeah, you forgot that you're defending the guy who you freaking won against 3 times, huh? Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Slaughterheart take the stand? Oh yeah, I'm ready for that voice. Slaughterheart, you are a research student at a university? That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw 2 gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I will have order! He's getting mad, the judge. Well, Judge, that stupid grin on your face? The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court find the defendant. Yeah, let me freaking speak! Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined a witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question could there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? I did, actually. I was thinking about it, and I did. Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then, I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? Yes, there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah. Got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. I was hoping it'd be like, you only got one chance, like I only got one life left. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I love that voice for some reason. What I immediately figured is this. It fired 3 times. She said only 2 shots. So what happens to the 3rd one? That's what I want to know. But I'm gonna press, just in case if something changed. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yes. I know you want to find contradiction, but really... I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. No. I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Yeah, actually go. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What now? What does the witness motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait now, I'm the one who says that. Well then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for noting. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. I heard the Spain come up from this lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. He's gonna be on my nerve. I'm gonna just go right on to what I believe in. Could you clearly see the 2 men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Oh, it might be something about the photo? Then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment that the shot ran out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradiction, Mr. Wright. Not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? I wasn't never feeling like for that boat. And I know that's the last phrase. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a contra gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. Let's keep going. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Oh, I was right then. Mr. Wright. Oh, sorry. The witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what sustain. Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth nothing. In the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor. You keep your promise. Wait. If I don't do my contradiction now, I lose? Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick? A lot of testimony fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But I can't say anything. What can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence successfully. I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya? Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? Yeah, that's definitely what I would have done no objection for. No. No, I do not. Oh, that's why I needed her, baby. Let's go! Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta? Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense outpost. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Edgeworth. Declare Mr. Edgeworth. Escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No. Wait, so did I lose? Oh my gosh, that's so many... Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Oh. Order, order, order. That word, multiple times. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. No. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No! I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. Came in clutch, like she does always. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Well, what about the other men? You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness testimony. Well, find it. If you can. Okay, I think I know exactly though. I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's effort either. Okay, so it's just one line, but I know exactly what it is. It's the photo. You can't see it. You can't see it. It was foggy. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet, even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Every time I hear this music, it just motivates me. Just want to make sure I get a 100% completion game. Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet, now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could and I meant I could. Then please testify as to your circumstances of your sight. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked at my binoculars. See? No problem. You use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Okay. I gotta be careful with what I do now, because now this is a tough one. You're right, it was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. I don't think I gotta press anything on that. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. I'm gonna press that one. Your camera? Yeah, it got an automatic. The issue we are connected with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. Ugh, he's not letting her answer any of her question, or my question. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. So why would you bring a telescope? Wouldn't you need a telescope? Not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take picture of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yes! I know exactly what we're talking about. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I heard you. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. It detects when loud noise is detected, but as if I'm not the best at astronomy or space, but I don't think meteor showers have noise until they hit the ground. Which, why would you take a photo if it already hit the ground? You want to have it on the way. Anyways, that's what I've realized. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? Says me. I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointing directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. That's what I said. Yeah, that's true. That also. Oof. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? What was she photographing? There's nothing to photograph on the lake. The monster! About the monster! Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? That's... no, the evidence. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sign at Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down in the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. Oh, it says it here, faces the lake. I could have realized that too, but I would guess it's the camera again. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no drunkering around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster? The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos and respond to loud noises, correct? Yeah, that's what I figured. Thus this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. I'm surprised that Von Karma didn't say a single word. Order, order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Oh, you lures that smart? So, smart boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigating photographer. Investigative photographer. Yeah, that's what I said. Imagine what a scoop it'll be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping down by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hand, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, and crossed my heart and hoped to fry. It's the fired 3 times that I'm still wondering about. We only hear 2. Where's the third one? Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or the photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. One comes up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first. Haha, very funny. You understand this is your last chance at cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Fired 3 times. Be a sprint from Edward right hand. I want to know is that obviously if it fired 3 times, the camera took I don't know if there was 2 photos because obviously there was only 1 photo. Because now I'm also wondering why don't we have 3 photos? But now I'm thinking about we don't. As long as I remember, there also wasn't have a second photo. Anyways, let's just keep on going. I'm just gonna go straight in. I'm not even gonna press because I have a feeling that it's just gonna cost me. I'm gonna go straight up to my my guts there and say, no, it wasn't that. Damn it. The witness statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can't see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. Okay, I'll stop. Must be on the wrong track. Okay. I'm just gonna go with what I usually do. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a man or anything. An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? It was a UFO. A what now? A UFO? Just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. A UFO! That's when I had some. That's when I had. Sorry. That's actually hilarious. That's when I had some sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis of a career. Imagine what a scoop you'll be if I get a picture of that monster. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah. They even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news rumor of the month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sign on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real. Oh, Mr. Wright. This is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? Oh, that's what I wanted to know. The only time the camera triggered was that night. But I want to know how many pictures. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what was up to, the lake be swarmed with competitors. Competitors? Yeah. Second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually... Oh, no. Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Von Kammer, I know you told her to keep quiet. When I heard the bang, I looked straight at that lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I couldn't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kinda doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? What you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness. Continue. Hold your hush, puppies, Pop. I'm getting there. Sorry. Ugh. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous because I don't know what I'm looking for. Then I saw a flash in one of the man's gun and I heard a gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, no. The lake was smooth as glass and nobody was on the shore neither. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Kammer. Hey guys, so I was stuck in this cross-examination. I couldn't figure it out which evidence I had to present, and basically presented every false accusation you can think of, except for my attorney badge. Of course, I will show you guys exactly what happens when you basically lose the game, but I figured I would probably spare a good 10 minutes of me just not saying a single word and not thinking properly. Enjoy the rest of the video. I think I just fell. Oh no. What's gonna happen now? Oh no. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for any more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court's found the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. God damn it. I honestly don't know. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at the higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait, who's this guy? I'm so bad I didn't even look at the second witness? Oh no, wait, that was Miles Edgeworth. And it shuts the game? Wait, do I have to do the whole thing again? You freaking... I'll be back. God damn! I'm back. After 10 minutes of me just scrolling through everything, I did not lose a life this time. I'm back on full life. I definitely didn't miss anything, and I definitely am not stuck. I'm just gonna redo this. So I believe that I am back to where I was. Yes. I am back to where I was, and now I definitely didn't fail. I'm back to my full life. I didn't spend 15 minutes just going back there because it just closed my game. Alright. What the hell was it? Miss Hart. Were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? You don't want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you hear a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. I mean, I can understand that statement, but again, I was relying, like in my head, I was relying as her being normal. That's kind of stretched, but we'll continue. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. Oh my god, definitely didn't spend 25 minutes just for that fucking evidence. You testified that you were watching a boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. I kind of see where he's going at now, but no, that was stretched. Everything here was stretched. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat. Till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who was shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and... Witness? That's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my rat? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. You really can't tell from the photo who was shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. That Von Karma is the guilty one. I have a feeling that's what the case is going to be, but we'll see. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? No, we want to see the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. Gotcha, bastard. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. It's actually... Wait, what's the other objection? Sustain and overrule. It's overrule, you old bastard. I mean, Your Honor. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. Oh, this is it. It doesn't show anything? Other than they're both bald? They're both bald? Is the judge in there? We still cannot see who is firing this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. And that quality did not drop a mite, let me just tell you that. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close this cross-examination of Miss Laura Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo, somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? No, I can't really see. He's just gonna declare a verdict. Do I have other evidence that... Robert Hammond, okay. Also the defense attorney in the DL6 incident. Holy frick, you looking really scary on this one. We should have Manfred Von Karma against Marvin Grossberg. Both mentors. That would be a good thing to look at. Anyways, I am off track. There's gotta be something with the enlargement. Why would he not show it? Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. I would love to say if Miles Edgeworth is right-handed or not. But obviously it's something about the pistol, right? Wait! That is not to the heart. Is that it? Here, Your Honor. Where? Mr. Wright, I understand you're in a tight spot. However, you have nothing to gain by making baseless claim of faulty evidence. This court sees no reason to... Oh gosh, okay. Oh god! Is it the hand? Is it because he's left-handed? Here, Your Honor. The shooter? Oh, okay, that's what the case. Okay, the shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter? Strange. Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. Was I right? The hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. I forgot! Best prints from Edgeworth's right hand! The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is on that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. I was right. It was Edgeworth, not left being left. I gotta go by gut sometimes, and sometimes I do, and I messed up, so I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I didn't quiet down. Listen to me, you old bastard. I'm pissed. I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definite proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order, order. So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim would reveal the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There is no way it could have been a suicide. Yeah, but also by the way you see on the camera, it clearly doesn't look like it was a suicide. Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. That's actually good to know. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. Okay, by far the most complicated and difficult one because I have failed 2 times. I didn't fail, but I failed 2 times. I contradict myself. Phew, that was a close one. Hey! Don't you have anything to say? No, I have not yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? I messed up on the voice, but that's fine. Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for a trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight, and that was the fade that I was on since the beginning of the goddamn episode, where it said fire 3 times, she heard 2 shots. Guess what? That contradicts, but fine. Oh, this game is giving me a headache. Well, not this game. This episode is giving me a headache. I probably spent like half of the episode just spamming my button, but okay. Let's redo everything. Well, not redo. Let's overview everything. First off, definitely the most complicated episode. I've said that. Obviously, this one, I don't know. This one is very tough. Because it's just all over the place. You got the lake monster. Get that thing out of here. I don't care about that. But then you also think of the camera that has an automatic sensor with the sound. That complicates things because now I'm thinking, why wasn't there more photos, and why are we only looking at one photo? If we heard 2 shots, where's the second photo? Unless the second photo... Yeah, wait. It's all numbers. Numbers is going to be a nightmare to me. To recap, 2 gunshots, fired 3 times, 1 shot through the chest. 3 different numbers that contradicts all around, and this is what I'm looking for. Like, the numbers is all I was looking at. 1 bullet, 2 gunshots, fired 3 times. Something along these have a connection, in which I probably think it's obviously a different person that we haven't seen yet was also into this crime scene and probably organized the whole thing, where what I believe would be is it wasn't 2 gunshots, it was 1 gunshot. The other one was a party popper that we saw in the last episode. Fired 3 times. I can't think of anything for that yet. Unless it was the other 2 might have been distraction, in which I believe then there would be 2 people on the case. But we're all going to see that in the next few episodes. If you like this series, give it a thumbs up. It always shows me how much appreciation you guys are into the series. Subscribe to see more of that, because there's definitely going to be more episodes coming on. Get notified. And you know what? Comment down below what you think the situation is. There's gotta be... I just hit my mic. There's gotta be something that we've overseen already. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.